Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Tuesday, November 9, 2021. Yesterday was a fairly quiet day in the market. We had an inside day, meaning we traded within the prior day's price action the entire day. Range was pretty quiet, just 20 points of range in the S&P, which is quite a bit less than what we have been averaging, and volume was light as well. The overnight session is pretty quiet as well. And we are trading right around yesterday's closing price. We haven't really made any headway that is sticking in the overnight session. But what we're going to be looking at this morning is a combination of two different things. Yesterday's inside day also had an overbought reading on the 2-day RSI. That RSI reading actually triggered a couple days ago, but it is still running hot. It's still up there above 95. So we have that in combination with a 2-day pattern where you have the first day that is really strong and the second day is still trading within that strong day, giving the inside day. So we're going to look at those two things together because it really doesn't happen all that often and see what it's led to. So let me go ahead and set it up. We'll get all four instruments. The setups based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, currently, we are trading right around yesterday's close. I have no idea where we're going to be opening, but we're not far off of yesterday's close. So I'm going to use this gap size as a percentage of the 5-day ATR to narrow it down just a little bit. And I'm going to say that the gap is less than 25% of the 5-day ATR, and that can be in either direction. And just for reference, the 5-day ATR in the S&P is about 30 points. So 25% would mean that it could open within 7.5 points today in either direction and still be considered within 25%. All right, next I'm going to go into price patterns library. I'm going to say that yesterday was an inside day. I'm going to do that by grabbing it from the candlesticks category here. I'm going to hit equals next to day after inside day. That'll add it. Next thing I'm going to do is put us in a bull market environment. We're above a 10, above a 200-day simple moving average. And then lastly, I'm going to grab that overbought reading day after 2-day RSI. I'm just going to grab that from active today over here, which tells you everything that is true for today. I clicked on that. It has been added to the test. Now I can view results. All right, here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at the open of regular trading hours, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When you have a flat open, which I've defined as a gap that's less than 25% of the 5-day ATR. The prior day was an inside day, and the 2-day RSI was still above 95 with that inside day. So the two of those together is what's fairly rare. The 2-day RSI happens from time to time, as does an inside day, but when you put them together, that means that the 2-day RSI is hanging out super high levels for 2 consecutive days. Usually is what that would mean. And then that is taking place above a 10 and 200-day simple moving average. Historically, just 10 samples. That shows you how rare it is for the S&P dating back to 2003. Only 14 for the NASDAQ, 11 for the Dow, 17 for the Russell. Win rates on these, we've got 3 of the 4 coming in around 60%. S&P 60% of those 10 samples. Again, not a lot of samples there. NASDAQ 64% of its 14 samples. The Dow coming in 64% as well. And the Russell 47%. Average moves here. Looks like the average loss larger than the average win for the S&P. That's not the case for the NASDAQ, which has a much larger average win. The Dow average loss is larger, and that's the case for the Russell as well. So we're mixed on the average moves. The win rates are slanted a little bit more towards the upside if you look at it as a whole. But this has been a rare pattern. There's not a lot of samples here to lean on, with some of these just barely making double digits. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today, and we will see you next time.